Carl has sort of had this up and down roller coaster, women, jobs. It's been really hard for him this season. But we sort of see some chemistry between him and Jules. Can we expect these two get together? Like, what's going on between the two of them? I thought he hated her, and now he seems to be kind of flirting with her.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's just the nature of Carl, right? Everything's a roller coaster with him, so you never know, which way he's going to turn. I obviously can't give away what's going to happen, in the last final episodes of the season, but yeah, I think it's a little unexpected. You guys saw in the previews last week for this week's episode that, something kind of goes down between them. I remember over summer just being like, wait a second, wait, what is going on here? And sort of, the whole house was buzzing of like, what just happened?
I mean, I was surprised considering the fact that he tried to kick her out, the episode previously. So things are taking a turn here. Now, I have to ask you about you and your issues with the girls. Paige was upset that you had apparently been trying to start drama between her, Amanda, and Hannah. Why do you think everyone was so heated about this? Like, what's going on between you guys?
I always found this whole scenario just so silly. On Thursday, Hannah came to my Laser Way opening, which you guys saw. And she was telling me how she was upset that the girls threw her under the bus and they ganged up on her, and she really didn't like that. And by Friday, we're all back out at the house for the weekend. And, I'm like, okay, well, Hannah, like, what are you going to do about this? I drunkenly went up to Paige and was like, you need to talk to Hannah. I used the wrong word. I didn't mean entitled. What I meant was like, you have a lot of opinions and it's upsetting Hannah. And, you guys are best friends. You need to talk. But of course, as I was drunk, that came out in a completely different way and not the way I intended it. So by my birthday, the next night, I'm like, Hannah, you keep talking to me about the girls and you're not talking to them directly. Like, grow a pair of balls, go talk to your best friends directly so you guys can squash it, and then Hannah kind of turned that into like, I'm trying to separate all of them, which I wasn't. First of all, I have way too much going on in my life. And I was, especially last summer, I have my new guy who's in the house. Like I'm busy, guys. I don't care who, is friends with who, but you guys are all really close. Just, act like it, be best friends, don't talk behind each other's backs and confront your issues directly with each other, because I'm a little busy over here. And that got all twisted and turned around, with the game of telephone. And it just, what are you going to do?
Yeah, we saw that coming from a mile away. I have to ask, does Hannah really not shave her knees?
No.
I mean, I got to talk to that girl. What's going on over there?
I know. Hannah does not shave her knees. She's always scared of cutting herself. So I was like, well, let me introduce you to my friend laser hair removal.
And also, like, cutting your knee isn't like the worst thing ever, but like, be careful with it. She's insane.
Or just like get a razor with a bumper on it,
Well, right. Like, there's plenty. People shave their face every day. Like, what's going on, Hannah? I digress. Well, while your relationship with Steven seems to be going absolutely fantastically, Hannah and Luke were a little bumpy, I would say. Why doesn't he want to sleep with Hannah? I mean, this sort of feels like a Jordan issue to me, except he seems to be able to perform. Do you think he's actually into her, or, you're kind of not saying a lot about it? What do you think's going on between the two of them?
I hung out with Luke off camera a lot last summer, and I got to know him in a very real way. And my take on it was that he really, really likes Hannah. But he also, he had just broken off an engagement, or not an engagement. He broke up with his 3.5-year girlfriend, right. 6 months prior to where we're at now in the season. So that was still very new to be with somebody for 3.5 years, getting her, a ring, and then breaking that off. And then he had met this other girl, Yelena, over summer. And so he was sort of trying to figure that out and also balance Hannah. And I I think he liked her so much that he didn't want to, you know, hook up with her or have sex with her and, you know, that just be it. He wanted to really sort out his feelings. It's like role reversal. Like he was the girl in, you know, in this situation, and Hannah was sort of the dude in the situation where she's like, I just want to have sex. And I found myself in a relationship where he calls me all the time, but there's no physical, you know, interaction. So I think it's interesting, but I do think like Luke likes Hannah.
Would you approve of them dating?
I would. I think that they make each other laugh. They make each other happy. They listen to each other. They're there for each other. I actually thought, you know, it was a really cool connection because I personally never expected it walking into summer. I mean, I didn't even know Luke, but, you know, I think that they really were there for each other, you know, up until this point.
Right. Well, Lindsay, Hub House, my bestie, thank you so much for joining me today. I cannot wait to watch the rest of the season. And please give our love to Steven. I'm so excited for you.
I will. Thanks, Darren.